I remember being, I think 7 or 8 years old, and I was always getting stitches for something. And there was, I don't know, about a week or so where I had some stitches where I wasn't allowed to ride my bike, like in first grade. I can still remember just being at school, just asking all my friends, hey man, can I ride your bike after school? Just around the playground, just even like one lap around the playground. It was my drug that I needed even as a 7-year-old. And so I haven't forgot what that's like to feel that. When I first joined the military, I did so because I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. So I was there for 3 years, still didn't know what I wanted to do with my life right out of there. And so I was like, I'll just go take classes at the community college. So I had this old bike that had a leak that was coming off the front of the motor, and I knew about the oil leak. I tried to repair it. The repair didn't quite hold. And when I got to school, the back tire was nice and slippery, and I was in the driveway of school, almost made it all the way there, and the thing just slipped. And when I landed, my legs were crossed. I couldn't really tell that they were crossed. They didn't feel like they were crossed. And I looked down, I was like, oh man, this isn't good. And next thing you know, I'm in a rehab clinic 2 hours away. The tires hit the curb, just the right angle, at the right speed, and just caused a hard compression fracture in my back, blew up one of the vertebrae. And I started riding hand cycles that summer, and that was kind of what was the springboard to, just craziness in the next few years of traveling all over the place and racing. And I'd have my bikes would, pieces of the bike would break off, crank arms would break off, forks would snap, while I'm riding in the middle of a race, something breaks off of it. I'm like, why is this happening? People who are using this stuff have impairments to their mobility. So it's like, well, my crank just broke off. You don't just get off your bike and walk home. You sit there and hope that somebody you can get on your phone, can come and get you. You're stuck there. So to me, that was an even more important reason as to why this stuff shouldn't be breaking. And that was kind of how I think I found my calling in my life, because even now today, when I'm designing something or creating something or even repairing something, I feel like just that's where I feel like I'm at home, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. And had I never broken my back and been riding these crappy hand cycles, I may have completely missed that. I might be working, some 9-to-5 desk job, just being miserable. Instead, I get to make these hand cycles for little kids, that didn't have any bikes to ride before. Out there might be some kid who has a physical disability who is like me, who's like, man, I love zooming around on stuff and rolling around on wheels and flying through space and time. And it's like, I'm doing it for that kid too. My name is Seth Arsenault, and perhaps I was just destined to be in a wheelchair. It's my destiny. How's that for a little cheese?